Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Twisted Koi on a Saturday night, live with guests. And we've got the Scragster, aka Scrag68, with us. We've got the Rocket Boy, who's going to have this taken out of him, with us. I did send out a few other links. I'm hoping that Perky comes on and joins us a bit later, but he has been working today, as Scrag was telling me. So, how's your week been this week, Craig, as far as the koi and the pond has gone?
Yeah, still keeping a close eye on them. They are recovering, they are getting better, but there's still a long way to go. They ain't gonna cure overnight, are they?
No, definitely.
I got one out yesterday. I got a few out yesterday, and there was one I was going to inject, but I bottled it. My measurements are not great, and I thought if I give it the wrong dosage and I OD it, I'll be wounded. So
yeah, I can understand that. I mean,
myself got a few out. Oh,
got a few out.
Myself got a few out last night. Yeah, but now that they're healing, but it's just a slow process, isn't it? And I haven't salted the pond. I mean, it would be a good idea to salt the pond, but I don't want to start using salt if I can help it.
No, but you have got the air source heat pump, though, haven't you? So that
they're at 22 degrees.
Yeah, so that's going to work in your favour. I mean, if you could afford to get up to 24, it would also speed their metabolism and everything up. And you're running a drum, so there's no shit in the pond. Don't even get me started on the drum. I mean, oh my word. Well,
Dawn's just on the water checks now, and they're bob on, to be fair. So yeah, I might just whack it up to 24.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's surprising.
We'll have egg and chips for a few weeks instead of.
Well, you know what you do? You put some kind of veg filter in, and then you can live off salads for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Aquaponics, you know?
Yeah, I will do that. I think I'll knock it up another couple of degrees.
Yeah, no, that's what I'd recommend.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm two things that really put the willies up me, and that's dentists and hypodermic needles.
Oh, and me.
Yeah, we're talking a good 15 years ago now at the old house, and I'd been sent up some injections for a koi that I was treating, and to the point where I had my eyes closed to start with to get myself all psyched up. But when it come to picking up the needle, I had Susan either side of me keeping me upright, because usually as soon as I actually see the needle bit, I go, fuck knows how I managed to. But yeah, I managed to inject this fish 3 times. We did end up losing it in the end, but yeah, every time I went to inject this fish, I had to have someone stood behind me to stop me from going. Mate, honestly, hypodermic needles, I don't know what it is about it. I mean, when I do my basic training, we all had to give blood so they could tell us what our blood type and that was. On the 3rd attempt, I had 2 burly sergeants holding me up with my head this way, so I couldn't see what they were doing, just so they could fucking take blood without me collapsing.
I don't mind needles, to be fair.
So
I used to be a regular at the giving blood, so needles don't bother me.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, I have to have regular blood tests because of all the medication and stuff and that I'm on. As long as I can't see it, literally, if I have to look the other way with me music playing in my ears, and I'm like, you just get on, don't even tell me when, sort of thing.
Rocky Boy's gone again, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's off again. Are you going to press the wrong fucking button again? No, we know, Dave. I know our Dave's had a bit of a time with it, but yeah, you're saying about drums. Yeah, I the amount of shit that my drum was actually taken out is unbelievable. And at the moment, I've got it running on bypass, and I've only got one bypass hole unbunged, and I've got it running on bypass, and it's coping with 20,000 liters an hour, but it's not the most ideal. And I knew I had some Fluke X coming because I've tried absolutely fucking everything else. So don't knock it till you tried it, and watch this space, because it went in today. But Thursday night, I thought, right, well, I'll do a PP treatment because I know that the Fluke X should be coming Friday, but it did come Friday. But by the time I actually peeled myself off the chair after I got back from the farm, it was just too late. Mate, I killed myself yesterday. I really didn't do myself any favours, but fuck me, absolutely awesome job. I'm well chuffed. But that aside, right now, I've got just slightly over 3,000 gallons in my pond, in my new pond. And when you do a PP treatment, 6.8 grams per 1,000 gallons is the recommended. Mate, I put 30 grams in. It stayed purple for about 40 minutes.
Oh,
Yeah.
well done.
Mate, honestly, the amount of sediment that was on the bottom of the pond because the bottom drain wasn't running was absolutely unreal. And then after speaking with Rick, he's like, just get the fucking drum running. I'm like, but what about the shit? And he's like, just get the fucking filter running. He said, you're going to do more damage to your filters and your water by not having it running than having it running and bypassing 80% of the screen.
Yeah.
And throwing the shit over the shower, which is why the pump is turned up to max speed, 20,000 liters an hour. And that's purely because it's bypassing the drum and going straight over the top of the shower without any real mechanical filtration. Because I say, at that speed, with the bypass bungs open, there's not a lot of it going through the fucking screen. That's for sure. So
how long's the motor off? Did you say it was out of stock?
Yeah.
Because Nigel at 5 Towns Coy keeps spares in for filtro drums.
Well, I did a Google, and was it S? I could get one from S&C Koi or something, 120 quid. But it's having the 120 quid in one go.
Yeah.
Is the kicker. And then I'm going to have to, as well as the slide valve that I've got. Oh, Dave, your nostrils look absolutely awesome. I love him to bits, bless him.
I can't hardly hear myself, mate.
Well, you don't need to hear you. You need to hear us, you pleb.
Yeah, well, I can hardly hear you.
Well, turn your volume up then.
It's flat out.
I'll tell you what, do you want me dad's ear trumpet?
Yes, please.
Oh,
Let me, shall I come out, drop out and come back in again?
You do what you want, Dave. I'll just keep putting you back in. Don't you worry.
Okay, I'll try and get back on.
I'd be trying to cross-reference it, I was. Stick some super chats up. See somebody that's probably some super chats across. Help you along the way.
I can't bring myself to say to ask. You know what I mean? It's just not in my.
Mate, just stick a super chat
It's
up.
just not in my
People will either
DNA.
send you super chat or they won't. Simple as, isn't it? They either do or they don't. If we can help you along the way, mate, you do these lives on a Saturday night. You entertain people. You all the content you're putting out. You're helping people. You know what I mean? We can help you. We will.
Yeah, but I do it because I enjoy it.
Yeah. But now if we can help you keep up, what's going to happen if something goes wrong with your pond because you haven't got a motor to sort your drum out, and something goes wrong with your pond, you're going to regret it for the sake of a bit of pride.
I, I wouldn't say it's. I'm more old-fashioned. I would say
Yeah.
more than pride. Now,
Yeah.
I know, I know this one. This one's buzzing to tell us about the blinding week that he's had this week.
Oh, oh, it's been a nightmare. It's been an absolute nightmare. The bottom drain broke, dome. The 3 little studs that go into the Tommy drain broke off. Anyway, I had Sean down here from West Berks Coy, great lad, offered to get in the pond. Fished out the dome, found the things broke off. So it was a quick trip over to Vince. Thank you, Vince.
Hang on. Now let's get this fucking straight first. Before we even come over to Vince, before he even messaged Vince, he got himself in such a fucking state. He didn't know his arsehole from his fucking elbow.
True.
And then when he phones me up and I managed to fucking calm him down, he then made a quick stop over to me to pick up a bit of 4-inch pipe. You may continue.
Yep. Which had a grid on the top, which was great. So anyway, we've got back, cut it off to what Vince had suggested, cut the slots in, put the big Jubilee clip round it, and it pinged off. And we could not get that back together. So we bent it, heated it up with the heat gun, bent it in, but obviously it was in an angle like that. So obviously it's not gone in straight as it should have done. And I've got one fish in there, it's a sorghum, and it will go round the bottom drain, picking up bits of food that get sort of drawn towards it. It's knocked it off, and it went out there in the morning and it's floating on. Big hole, and it's floated by the side. So anyway, I don't know whether you can see it, but there's the pool out there, ready to go.
Oh, you
So,
got people down.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not full up. There's a bit of water in it to stop it blowing away, but
tomorrow it'll be full because he's going to empty the pond. He's not going to make Sean jump in his boxer shorts again because he throws his arse off even at 20 degrees. Bless him.
He was absolute. You should have seen him. He was shivering like a shitting dog.
I saw his video, Dave.
Bless him.
I don't know who was shaking, him or your camera work for him.
I was giggling, trying not to laugh. Lynn was here, sort of really concerned because I mean he was literally blue, bless him. But anyway, I went round this morning and we cut a disc of grid that he's got, that he had, to the outside diameter of the 4-inch pipe. So we're going to pump the water out tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, get it down so that he can get in there, snip off the legs that hold the pins in for the dome, and push the grid into the hole, hopefully, and then pump the water back. Fingers
Andrew,
crossed.
Chats are coming in, Vince. Come on, let's get him up to that 120 that he needs. Superb.
120. I'm on, what was it, 152 now? 1,052.
They're coming in now. Say, Vince, you entertain everybody. You do this every week in, week out. You're putting the lives out there for people. You're giving them information. It's the least we can do. Superb.
thank you.
So, guys, for them that's just joining, we're just asking people if they'll just jump on the super chats and just help Vince out. So he's got a bit of a dilemma. His drum's gone down, and he needs a new motor for it. It's 120 quid. His water's turning to poo. Come on, guys, let's help him out.
Yeah,
He entertains us week in, week out. He entertains us week in, week out. He does these lives. Everybody loves our Vince. Superb.
Yeah, come on then, get on it, guys.
So where are we at with the drain then, Dave?
When we have the drain,
Yeah. You're draining the pond down and then you're gonna rip it.
yeah. Well, I've got to pick Sean up tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
I've got the pond already set up. You know, the pool.
Yeah.
So I'll get my sump pump out in the morning before I go around and pick Sean up. That's what buggered up me being on the live. He rang me up to ask if you'd bring his dog. I said, yeah, of course you can, mate. And what I'll do then, before I go and pick him up, he's only 5 minutes down the road. I'll set the sump pump going in the pond, go and pick him up. By that time, it should have started pumping in. But I'm not going to take the fish out, Craig. I'll leave them in the pond.
Yeah. That's what I did. That's what I did. Yeah. I strained down just so I could reach it comfortably.
Yeah. Don't want to stress them out this close to the show, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's stressful
Right,
enough.
mate, I'm not being ignorant. I'm just sending Vince. See, we're nearly there. We're nearly there, Vince. See, superb. This is, guys. I really appreciate it, and I know Vince does.
How much we up to, Craig?
I haven't counted up. Just look at the love and support you, Vince. Look at the love and support you've got, mate. We'll do this.
How much we got, Craig? Do you know?
60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, He's done it. 130,
Great.
130. You there, Vince? I know YouTube are going to take their bid off you, but you there, mate? See? Superb, guys. Really appreciate it. And I know Vince does. Just look at him. He's devout. He's you there, Vince? Get it ordered, man.
Yeah, crack on and get it done, mate.
You'll have enough for next day delivery as well. You know what I mean? And a little bit over with a bit of luck. Get them fish to good health, ready for this show. You're 2 weeks away, Vince.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dave, that's what I did, Dave. I drained it down just so I could reach in. It's a lot easier than trying to swim down. It's difficult when you're trying to swim down.
Well, I mean, poor old Sean, when was it? Thursday? Yeah, Thursday it popped off. He came round, bless him. I mean, he's a diamond. I mean, he's got a channel and he's worth any of you out there, check out our Sean at West Berkshire and give him a sub. He's
Yeah,
doing all right.
yeah,
Craig, whatever we're short, whatever YouTube take off, I can bung a little bit in as well.
yeah. I think we're there, mate. And once they took their bit, I think he's still in. Superb, that is. I mean, within a couple of minutes, he's got to. He helps everybody out. He does all these lives.
Yeah.
He's a top man. We can help
Well,
him.
as you know,
With
on,
everybody
on the,
looking in, it's not so bad, is he? It's not so much of a chew on if people just drip a little bit in for him. And he's
no,
there, done.
that's good because he needs that in ASAP.
Yeah, yeah. He could lose all his fish if he ain't careful, if his water turns to poo.
Yeah. And we want to
So,
see them. We want to see Vince at the show defending his win from last year with his goy, which is still looking pretty good to me, mate.
yeah, well, that could just change. Well, I know as much as everybody, you can change just overnight. When I had that trouble with my pond, it
Yeah,
didn't take for it to turn the opposite way. And we don't want that to happen to Vince and his fish.
no way, no way. Our Vince lives, breathes koi, as you know, Craig. You know he's one in a million, to be fair.
Yeah, yeah,
And like you said, what he does for the community with the lives, the videos we do down at the farm every week, you know, it's astounding.
yeah. If we can give him a little bit back,
Yeah, he
it
deserves
makes
it.
everybody else happy as well to see him happy. I mean, I know he's gone off at the minute upset because he wouldn't ask.
I know,
He,
I know. Well,
he said it's not his pride, but I think it is a bit of his pride. And yet he's old school. He wouldn't ask, but
I
we've
know.
done. All he needs to do is, I need help. People can see he needs help anyway because of the way his drum's gone and his filtration and stuff. And
Yeah, I mean,
he's had a bit of a rough day today, hasn't he? He's broke one of his coping stones.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, I gave Vince a Evolution Aqua UV. Unfortunately, the damn thing leaked, but Vince fixed it, and
Yeah.
it's cleared his pond up, you know.
Yeah.
And I didn't. What are they? About 124 quid? Those the smaller ones, you know, the ones I
Yeah.
mean. I didn't want nothing for it because of what he does for me, the support he's given me, the help.
Yeah.
It goes without saying. He's a diamond. He's one in a million.
He'd do the same for us if he was in that position. I know he would. So,
He does. I mean,
I mean, look at the comments. Everybody's saying that they're glad to help. So,
yeah,
as I say,
yeah,
they wouldn't do it if they didn't want to.
that's right.
So,
You know, and from me, thank you everybody that's gone in. It means a lot to me as well to
yeah,
see my
I really
name.
appreciate it, guys. Yeah.
Get that order, Vince.
I'll,
Get it all the
s-
front.
I'll sort it out tomorrow. And thank you very much, everyone. It
Listen,
means,
you deserve it.
it really does mean a lot.
Yeah, but all you do for everybody out there, the thousands of subscribers you've got, and you've got me to 1,000 plus, and you do, Craig.
It wasn't just me, David. Anyway, onwards,
Yeah,
We're
onwards.
just on about your broken coping.
Oh, mate, that was just what was Sue's dad, and then that this afternoon, the early evening. It really did just top the fucking the week off. I mean,
yeah,
I've I've glued it together with mitre bond and filled underneath with a load of silicone. And it's also kicked me up the arse to start getting the front faced off with silicone.
yeah,
But yeah, it's not noticeable from afar, but when you walk up to the pond, if you walk up to that bit, it is noticeable, and I know it is going to grind up me, but it is what it is.
Yeah, but that's something perhaps we can get sorted in the future, isn't it?
um,
He's overwhelmed. The
Yeah,
love
but
and
you
support
deserve
you've
it,
got out there, Vince.
bruv. You deserve it. You make so many people's lives improved
every
by
single
what
one of
you
you
do.
thinks. But I tell you what, I was, like I said, I killed myself yesterday in at the farm. I mean, for the first hour, I got a couple of ponds running in the hatchery pond too.
Yeah,
Uh, First pond on the left, a little square one. I got the filter on that one. I
yeah,
got the filter running on pond 3 in the hatchery, and I got asked if I could go into square 2, which
yeah.
it's not a big pond, but it's not a small pond either.
I know.
And I managed to clear the whole pond, the
Jesus.
whole pond, to the point when I'd finished the opening in the fence, there was like this semicircle in behind me where I was oiking it up onto the side. And when Sean come round with a can of Red Bull for me, he's like, "Fucking hell, I'm going to need to get the digger down to move this lot."
I saw the short you put out. Oh man,
It did. It looked like a World War II gun emplacement.
it did. But there again, when we're down there and we work. I mean,
Oh
there's
yeah,
no
I
two ways
mean,
about that.
when I'm in the pond and I'm doing the weeding, I chuck my headphones in and I zone out. It helps me clear my head and think
Yeah.
and stuff. And in fact, I actually said to Sean before I went down, uh, if I get carried away and I lose track of time, come down and get me or give me a Red Bull. And he did, bless him. I must have been down there about 2 hours, and all of a
Yeah.
sudden I heard the cod come round, and he's like, "I'll leave it on the pile." And just as he went past, he left the old Red Bull can on the pile of weed for me for when I came back round. Bless him.
That's good of him, though. It just shows that they do
And
appreciate what we do.
well, our lesser spotted one, he didn't think I'd managed to get onto square 4,
No,
let alone almost halfway round it.
I know.
And square 4 is bad.
Yeah, yeah,
Thank you, Dale. And I get your gift to you at the National. It's still boxed here, still labelled. Bless him. He's been waiting for that prize for absolutely ages.
yeah.
So where
I'll
are
tell
you
you
at
what,
now then, Vince, with your selection for the national? Have you got your selection ready?
I've got a pre-selection made,
Yeah,
but that all depends on how they look on the Friday I bowl them and bag them.
yeah.
And if there's anything there that's not right, then they're just not going to go.
I'll tell you what, Camp's got to go though. He's looking good.
It's definitely put some body on, and he's
Yeah,
definitely going to be in the next size class up. And a few of them that I'm taking that I took last year, they're all going to be in the next size class up. So they are going to be fighting what I would say is better fish, as in better quality in the larger size. I'm not saying
yeah,
my fish I haven't got the quality. Just once you start getting into those bigger sizes to maintain the quality needed to win in them sizes is more than if it was one of the smaller categories. Can you see what I mean?
Yeah. Well, as you know, quite a few of mine are in the smaller classes anyway. But
Well, with the varieties and the classes for the varieties, you know, I would say personally, hey darling, yeah, she's just got home from seeing her dad.
oh, bless her.
I think the smaller size classes are more competitive
Yeah.
than
Yeah.
the bigger sizes, because you know the bigger sizes. Thank you. You can just sit there giggling all night. That's just.
You got to put that Andrew's comment. You got to put that up.
I know.
Bless him.
I bet Susan would let you cut it. I know.
Yeah, I'll bet she would.
I know she fucking hates it.
Oh,
I think, Andrew.
Have a vote in the comments, beard or no beard.
Oh, Helen. Thank you. Well, I did invite a few other people in today, but obviously I know Aaron is possibly busy because he's been working in a coffee shop today. He said, yes, darling. No, thank you. I'm just opening my bottle of Coke. Thank you. Well, speak of the devil. Here he is, Aaron. Are you not joining us?
He's probably wore out.
yeah.
Watching his missus disappoint for him. Yeah, Aaron,
Oh,
what's happened is Vince's drums packed up, as you know, and he's struggling to get a motor, but he can get one, but it's the Reddies he was struggling on. So everybody's fired a little bit into the super chats for him, and we've got him there. So,
and yeah, this lot have seen me cry. They've seen me speechless. It's like the fucking National last year all over again. But I was, it really did warm me on Thursday. I think it was Thursday. My phone erupted, and I 100% Aaron, 100%. My phone just went nuts, and it was all the people that I know and subscribers that have got my number. Have you seen this? Have you seen it? And it was the BKKS Facebook page, and they put
yeah.
a picture up of Champ from last year, and the amount of people that messaged me showing me it because they know that I don't have Facebook.
yeah.
I sent you the link over, didn't I?
Yeah, but the thing is, people, you send me a link and I can't
No,
click on it.
I screenshotted the thing on
Yeah,
Facebook.
that's what I'm saying. Everyone screenshotted it and sent it to me because they knew I didn't have Steve's going to get a new phone screen too.
You know, when I saw that, I can't remember who sent it over to me, but somebody messaged me and said, "Have you seen this?" And the write-up was amazing. You know,
I
it
thought,
named
yeah, I
really,
thought it was a really good write up.
yeah,
I showed my mum and she just smiled, bless her.
yeah,
So, but I'll go down there tomorrow because it looks like Par's Pond is leaking.
no,
I think, to be honest, I think what's that she was getting water loss after the heron visit,
yeah,
and I think I know what's happened is where the water's warmed up because it's only a small pond. It warms up real quick, and I think what's happened is the temperature's got warm. The koi and the tench that are left in there have scoured the walls and the floor, and I think that's probably uncovered whatever it was that was blocking
yeah,
the hole. So at
yeah,
the moment, I've told her to leave it to see where it stops, and if it still hasn't stopped by the time I get there tomorrow, I'm going to whip them all out, put them in my big 1 meter bowl, empty it
yeah,
out, clean it out, and then see if I can find the hole. If
yeah,
not, they're going to go into the other pond for a bit until I can get something sorted.
yeah. You can
So,
get replacement liners for them, can't you?
oh, for the Blagdon Infinity things,
Yeah, yeah,
because that's what it is. It's one of the Infinity range.
yeah. You can definitely get replacement liners for them.
I'll have to get her to have a look because she does like that one, but if that's the case and she gets a new line, I want to get rid of all them bits of wood. I don't like the way it looks,
No,
and I know we've got to stop the heron, but there's got to be a better way. So if
shotgun.
that's
No,
well,
that's
oh yeah, there is that. All right,
yeah.
Harrison will be on with us in a bit. He's just finishing something.
All right.
Is it me or is it fucking hot in here all of a sudden?
It's been warm all day.
Yeah. My hay fever's took a beating today.
Right, what were you up to today then, Wish?
No, my hay fever.
Yeah.
Oh,
What was you up to then?
Oh,
Was
I've
you out in
only
the
been.
fields?
No, I've just been in the garden painting the warrior because he took a bit of a battering in the winter with all the paint peeling off him, so I've repainted him today. Yeah.
that's a big old piece of art, that as well.
Yeah, the other one was not so bad because the other one was sheltered, but that one was out in the open during the winter and its paint was flaking off and stuff. So I've given it a fresh coat of paint.
Yeah, yeah. Oh well, Phil's had a bit of bad luck, hasn't he, as well? He lost his big goshki.
He was devastated.
No,
Yeah,
Yeah,
devastated. The one he had from Koi Collection.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
just about to say not the one from the Koi collection.
Yeah, he got home from work and it was on the bottom of the pond. No signs of anything. Yeah, he's devastated.
I did send him a message.
Yeah, he's had the Koi free day today, I believe.
Yeah, yeah. It really. I mean, people don't believe what we feel for our fish, do they?
No,
Normal
no.
people that haven't got ponds, but they're like our babies.
Yeah.
Hey, Aaron.
Evening, Aaron.
How we doing?
You know what I mean?
Is that a well-earned beer after running around after bagging people's fish?
Yeah. Yeah, it was a bit hot to be bagging fish in a car park. Well, not a car park, his car park, not just a random. I wanted Asda, but yeah, was doing a growing show and it was all outside. He did put a gazebo up over the fish, but I went underneath the gazebo. I was running around like an headless chicken.
So was that George's?
Yeah, it was at Wakefield Koi. Yeah, he did golden corn growing show today, and then just like a Father's Day special on fish. So there was people there that had just come to bag a nice Heroi fish at 20% off. So my old man did my old man did well out of it. To be fair, I bought him a fish for Father's Day and a measuring bowl, and he bought himself one as well. So he came on he came on well off.
Nice.
Thank you. So how's Dad's pond running now? Got the drum all sorted and
It is. I think it's just starting to clear up, even though he's got his drum on. Seeing that, Aaron seems to be on my TV more than Ant and Deck. So because he had to use the Helix and not his K1, he went for quite a big stage new pond syndrome because he couldn't get his K1 into that. So it's just starting to now clear and like the bile. Excuse me, I'm on a laugh here playing that loud. Pardon. The missus in the background playing memes out. I don't want Vince to get demonetized as well.
I don't care.
Yeah, so well, I was like, yeah, Helix. Yeah, so obviously he's hit quite a big new pond syndrome because he hadn't had any biological media. So that is just starting to take shape now, starting to really grow. So it's starting to get well. It's not where it should be considering what he's got on there, but over the last couple of weeks now, it's starting to work.
Good.
Sweet. So, evening, Chris. So is that why you got a counter strike on your video? Was because your beloved was playing memes in the background?
No, it wasn't. No, it was on a video that I had made some music to myself, and accounts hadn't been cross-referenced to who the license was of it. So an email has been sent, live chat has been done, and I think we're all up and running.
Sweet.
So
How are you, Chris?
All good, mate. All good. You?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you get there with the super stickers? I was prattling about as well. I was listening, but yeah.
Mate, this lot have blown it out of the park. It's just
Well done. That's community for you, isn't it?
yes.
So wait, Chris.
So, buddy.
So where it should be.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So how's your pond this week, Chris? Because I know you have been having issues and you've been up and down.
Issues ain't the word, mate. Bottom drain popped off. My Sakai Kahaku's 46 centimeters. He decided to go down there. Couldn't get him out. I had to unbolt the 4-inch into the Nexus. Put I've got a 3 meter length of 110 mil. Put that on and fired him out into the garden into my I've got a big 1 meter bowl. It took half the pond to purge him out. Eventually, he came out unscathed. He's back in the pond now.
Did you video that?
I shouldn't laugh. I just got this vision of you know the shoots they have with the salmon and they fucking fire them and you just see this fucking shark going. Woo!
Yeah, I just see this flash of orange, mate, and it's oh, there he is. Yeah. I can't.
I'll tell you something, them bottom drains are nothing but trouble.
A pain in the
The
arse.
amount of people that's had problems.
I've
There's
got
three
one
of
of
us on here that's got problems with that's had problems with bottom drains.
Yeah, I've got one of them. You know, the Phil's got the Wazi skimmer that bobs up and down on a 2-inch.
Yeah.
I've got the same, but it's on a 110 mil, and one of my fish had knocked the skimmer off the top of it, and the suction pulled my a Fuji Kajaku down it. That was I got it at 24 cm from Crafty back in October, and I managed to get it to 32, and it weren't in the pond. It was a space of about half an hour where I got into the pond, put the lid back on, and couldn't find him, thinking what's going on here, and the pump started making a funny noise, and long story short, it'd gone from the 110 mil down the 2-inch, but couldn't go further, and the pump pulled his body, so he was about 60 centimeters.
Oh, wow.
Did he survive? Or?
No, gone, mate. Yeah,
No.
gone. Yeah, majorly wounded with that one, because that was an absolutely gorgeous fish. That was, and then just lost a couple of little ones yesterday. Some 15 to 16 cm chag, and the little Chiba. They both, nothing wrong with them. I looked at them, scraped them, absolutely spotless. But yeah, they was just brown bread. So But other than that, the pond's doing all.
Other than that, the pond's doing absolutely great.
Other than that, the pond's doing fine. But just had a bit of bad luck last week or so. I've got the Nexus coming off in a couple of days, and then I'll be fitting this, fitting the drum. So
You're fitting the filtro?
yeah, I got a filtro drum, and I got a. I'm building a DIY bio. So,
mate, what happened to that dude when you drove 7 hours for? Was it 7 hours for a drum and he blanked you? Was it you? Was it you who drove? Was it 7 hours for a drum and he ghosted you?
Last Saturday to Bristol and back, and the guy he completely blanked it, and then on the Saturday night, I spent all night like messaging different people that got them for sale, and I went and had a look at this one that was in Epsom. I think that's Surrey, like down the M3. Went down there, picked that up. I got that for it had a crack in the top, but it was above the water line. So I've fixed that crack. So I like welded it up, put a bit of CT1 and stuff in it, and it's clean, and it's it's leak proof. And I got that for 250 quid. Motorworks. I've just got to test the UV.
The motor works. It's a filter.
For now, anyway. But
yours will be working this week, Vince. Yours will be working this week now.
I'm down at my tomorrow, and we'll get it sorted.
You've got enough for express delivery as well, so get it express, mate, and get it in there.
Yeah, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to buy another one. I'm going to buy another motor, and I'm going to put it up on the shelf so it's ready. Like, I've got it there.
Yeah, because you've got spare motors, haven't you?
How much are they, the motors from?
£120.
Yeah, 119.99 or something. I think they are something like that. But then obviously you've got delivery as well. But yeah.
Do you know what's funny about these Filtro drums? I got told on the new model that my dad bought that the motor, the control box, and the UV's all been uprated from the problems that they have had. When my dad's came, it didn't come with a control box. It was not even in the crate that it was in. And then they sent him one out that didn't work. And then the third one that come out looks like it's being rolled down a cliff. Filtro, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. I suppose some of the parts.
£120.
Yeah, that's it.
Cotswold coin.
Their service is good as well, Vince. Their delivery service is pretty good. So
yeah, Cotswold are quite good.
Yeah.
Cotswold coin.
Have you checked SKS, because they're the only people that import Filtro? So if you buy it from Cotswold, you're actually buying it from SKS anyway.
You got the middleman there, haven't you? Yeah,
Just
yeah.
I don't know.
it is, mate. They are the only importer. I've spoke to Matt and George at Wakefield Coy when I had to ring up and find out why my dad's didn't come with one. I found that out and just went straight to the person that imported it rather than anything else. They are the sole importer. So if I was checking for prices, mate, I'd go to the people that are actually importing it. You'll probably get it the cheapest there.
I think it's SNC Koi that I was looking at where I found one. I think I sent you a link actually, Vince.
Yeah, I'm sure I saw one on S&C Koi as well. But I
A
just
motor.
Mark, I bet. So, Mark, did you manage to get down to the farm today? I bet you didn't, did you? Or are you going to come down Monday or Wednesday? Because you didn't come down Friday. So, how's the build coming along, Aaron? Or is there too much of a spoiler to be able to tell us?
No, there's no spoilers today. So I need to put one more pipe in because I've changed my mind on pipe routing. So I've got one more pipe to fit, but the cement truck was already booked for next Friday. I booked a holiday off work when I can get enough people here to do some barrowing. So it's at that stage, which was really good because I needed a week off last week to go to Wembley, and then I booked it then to the only time I could get time off work. So knowing that I had George's open day today, it just gave me 2 weeks off back breaking work, but we'll be straight back into it come next Friday.
Nice. And
But
then
yeah, I've got one pipe to fit in it. I'm going to take the mesh back up that I've laid down, put one more pipe in, and go from there.
is that a missed air pipe or is that a return pipe?
No, it's so I was going to go from a skimmer into a shower, and I still might do that yet.
Yeah.
But my thought is, if I ever need to go from the skimmer back to the filter house before it hits the shower, that's going to be it's going to be a pain and like knocking fence boards off. So I'm going to put one underneath that goes to roughly that point anyway, in case I want to utilize it in the future, and I can always just cap it, put a rubber cap on it, and then it's underneath the floor. And then my thoughts was that if I'm putting it underneath the floor, it's well insulated there, isn't it? If it's going in the base, because the base is going to be quite thick, to be fair, to get all the different levels right. So
Sounds like you're building Fort Knox, not a fucking koi pond.
well, no, I overestimated how thick my bottom drain was. So when I put the bottom drain in, the rebar in and stuff like that, and then I got the tape measure out, I was like, oh my god, I need 8 inches cement. Yeah, so
And that's after you've backfilled it already.
so the hardcore is 80 centimeters thick in some places because of it obviously went to the original pond depth, and then it's not where the extension is, it's not that thick, but it is still really, it's over engineered. But
You think?
Jamie down the street, whose tipper was bringing it in, he'd already dropped it on, he'd already brought it, and he bought it and brought it and said to me, I've got you another, I can't even remember how much it was, like 1.8 ton. And do you know, when I just thought, oh, I didn't text him last night to say I probably only need a quarter of a load, and he's brought it all. So just bring it in, we'll just whack it in, it'll be fine. So
I'm sorry. I'm just reading Jiggs's comment. I dug a pond for the father-in-law in the week, opened his living room window to tell him to make a cuppa. His fucking budgie flew out. He's got to buy him a new one now. Just buy him a Shisui and put it in the pond.
Does anybody know any that's going cheap? Sorry, I'll get me coat. I'll get me coat.
Oh, Jigsy. I could just, knowing Jigs, and for those that don't know our Jigsy, he's not a small boy. I mean, he is, but massively, muscly big. I could just picture his face as this budgie goes flying past him. Oh, you fuck up with your plastic flamingo bar. Oh, Jigsy. Oh, brilliant.
So I take it Phil's Goshki was a like didn't know what happened to that, like it just happened. Because it
No,
looked
you
missing.
just come home from work and it was on the bottom of the pond. No signs of anything on it.
Weird, isn't it, sometimes?
Yeah,
They're the worst ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. He has had some building work going on, but I don't know whether you don't know whether there's any cement dust. You don't know. You don't know what it could be.
But
But
isn't
all the other fish are
Phil's
okay.
covered with a roof?
He's got that mesh on the top of the pagoda. Yeah.
Yes, of course.
But all the other fish are fine. So
It's just one of them life's mysteries, isn't it?
Yeah, you get them. I mean, you come down, you find a fish fucking belly up or floating on the surface, and then you have about 5 fish out to scrape the pond and see if there's anything in there, and you can't find squat, and you're
Nothing
like,
in it.
well, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know, they,
Well, with
You,
I said
you would
two-
sooner find it riddled, wouldn't you? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've done a bit of microscoping today before the shop opened for one of George's customers, and it was riddled with trick. But the best thing about that is that there you can go, this is what you need.
yeah,
That's easy, that, isn't it? Finding nothing and just finding a dead fish upside down on the bottom, like you can scrape everything. If you don't find anything, you're left scratching your head, going, "What if?" And that's worse. That's worse than
when that happened, I pull my brains out because I'm thinking to myself, am I missing Costia? Am I like, because sometimes it's so hard to find Costia, and
yeah.
have I missed it? Have I missed it? And you go through you scrape over and over again. The other day, I must have spent about an hour looking on the scrape to see what had gone on with these 2 little fish, and yeah, don't know.
Mate, to be honest, I've got to, I think we broached on it last time. I think maybe helping out and working on the farm has made me a little bit numb to it when they're at a certain size.
Yeah.
Because that, you know, they are so fragile and temperamental until you do get them to sort of like 15 cm. But even then, you have a major swing, and then they'll go south just as quick.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Oh,
I had that big swing last year, didn't I? And that knocked 2 of the bigger fish that I had in the pond. That sent them. My pH went from 8.9 to 6.4 in 24 hours.
Yeah, and if you're constantly at a stable 8.9 and you have such a drastic change,
yeah,
it just sends the system in fucking overdrive. You know, like the 5-year-old who's just taken a couple of Mentos and swigged on his Coke.
What an analogy.
Because you know, once the head stops, they're going to be running around like a fucking lunatic. Craig knew. He knew as soon as I said it. You mean you never played with Mentos and a fizzy pop bottle with your kids?
Yeah, but not in my mouth at the same time. Like
I did it with
I
them.
put,
Well, they Smints, the little ones,
No,
blue packets. You put that in them.
the Mentos. Yeah, yeah. Suck on that, and while you're at it, have a swig of Coke and watch their face go. I wasn't mean to my kids.
do you know what's the best one, Vince? Put some bicarb in tomato ketchup and screw the lid on and shake it.
No.
No, honestly, do it outside though, right? Because I don't want your lass having a go at me at the national. But do it outside and see what happens.
Don't do it in the lounge.
Okay, I'll make sure I'm outside the front garden. Then I'll use the tomato sauce because I didn't use that one. As long as I got brown sauce, I don't care. All right, I'll give that a go. I've never seen that one.
Front gate.
Please don't say that Aaron told you to do it.
You do know she watches these, don't you?
I know she watches this. Hi, Susan.
She might not be in the right frame of mind right this moment in time, but she will watch them back. Oh, stand 10 feet away from who? Oh, 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 my brain's going overdrive now. I'm down to Mars tomorrow. I'll just go to Cat and drop a bit in, and then next time she uses it.
So the first time I learned about this, because I didn't hear about it on the internet, is we went bowling on a staff night out, and my manager sat in front of me, and it was like an American diner place, and he just flicked the top of this ketchup lid, and it just erupted like do you know your old school super soakers when they're on full pump, and it went out the top, and it went all over him. He was wearing a white shirt, and he looked at me and just blamed me straight away. And I was like, I have not got a clue what's gone on there. So I came home and told my dad. I was like, I've seen the weirdest thing ever. And he was like, oh yeah, that's what happens when you put bicarb in it. I said, so what? Someone's taken bicarb to the bowling alley, put it in it, shaking it, and then walked out thinking, this is class, yeah.
Brilliant.
Lindsay.
Mixed koi ponds.
Yeah,
looks like wasting damage.
Yeah, my internet's not great in the filter shed anymore, so I've got to get another mesh device and put it in the shed.
When I first come on backstage and I clicked him on, I didn't have my glasses on, and I thought he was in a fucking Premier Inn, and the lampshade at the back was Phil looking over at his phone. That's why I said to you, where the fuck are you? And then I put my glasses on.
Yeah, in the spare room.
See, he's telling us it's because of his Wi-Fi connection. He lives in a bungalow, so that's his naughty step.
Oh dear.
Oh, they're all on now. Yep. Scrag's got a massage parlour.
I wish. Oops. I wish.
Unlike our rocket boy, last Thursday I wasn't at the farm with him, was I? Go and pump that water out for us. Got told this by Rick. Go and pump that water out for us. So our rocket boy does no more, grabs the pump, grabs the pipe, drags the plug through a puddle, and then wonders how high he gets the when he plugs the fucking thing in.
That's what it gone curly.
When Rick was telling me I was in stitches, he said, the thing is, Sean stood next to Rick going, and Rick's not knowing where to put his face.
It's only a little tickle.
Oh, there's only one rocket boy, and I love him to bits. he entertains me something chronic.
It looks like he's in like I don't know where it is, but how good does Rocket Boy's garden look at the moment? It looks like he's in Spain.
I'm in the conservatory.
I know.
Oh, that could be our Vince up there. Doing well,
Oh, is that the fern, or is that the
No.
pom-pom tree?
That's the palm.
That's the palm.
Have you seen how
yeah.
nice the garden looks, Nick?
Yeah, but
Nice
what he
little
won't
Connie
tell
in the
you,
back. Very nice. Oh, you're in camera shot. Get yourself out.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. Palm.
hey, at least that looks better than what. There he goes. He's showing us his nose hairs again now. Oh, ain't that pretty?
There it is. And that's ready for tomorrow. Look.
What's happening tomorrow?
Sean's going to the dip again.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, wrong one. Oh,
What's happened there?
Vince is pressing buttons.
Mick, no, but I will by the end of the week. Next week, though.
100%.
I got to say a massive thank you to everyone. Well, no, Andrew, Dave's not getting in his Speedos.
No.
He got poor Sean from WB Koi to get into his Speedos, not himself. And tomorrow he's going to pump the water out so he can get in and do it instead.
Yeah, what happened, Darren? The bottom down popped off, but it hadn't popped off. It sheared the little lugs off that go into it. So we're going to be putting a bit of grid in the actual hole now.
Oh, I'm so excited to have a pond at the bottom drain. You see, the amount of people on here that I've seen in their kegs, and I shouldn't be seeing people of your guys' ages in swimming costumes on YouTube, if I'm honest. But yes, I've seen about 6 different people in red swimming shorts this year.
What do you think I'm getting short to do?
Mate, mine was back in March. Imagine how cold that was.
But
Well,
I've been in tonight. I got in from George's and I came in the centre of that retro drain. There's big bubbles coming off it. The airline had popped in it, but my temperature's cooking on my pond at the moment, so it wasn't bad.
what temperature up?
Not telling you.
Come on, what temperature are you at?
Mid-20s.
There's nothing wrong with that. My main pond's sitting at 20, I think it's 21, 22, unheated.
That's not bad, that, mate. To be fair, I think my dad's was at 22, to be fair.
Jigsy.
I know, I mean, that's what I'm worried about. Nick, do you know if the bottom drain cover going off, are you going to go in your coddy on YouTube and screw it back on again?
Jigsy, it's like Timu version of Baywatch.
It definitely is. Just wait until I've got no content to do in winter, and I think that I might do a Baywatch Koi Keepers video where I rob all of your content.
The best thing is what you see is when people are fixing their bottom drains on YouTube, they tend to take a big deep breath and then try and get down to their bottom drain.
Yeah.
Of course, you're full of air, so you ain't going to get down to it. You're just going to bob up and down. If you breathe all your air out, then you'll get to it, and you can stay down the bottom.
I tried that even
Can you demonstrate as that, Chris?
Nah, not in a minute, mate. No.
Nicky just said, why didn't Chris demonstrate it to us now?
Pond.
Hey, you're running an air source heat pump, so you should be all right.
Oh, me?
No. Chris.
Has Chris got a heat pump on it?
No, not yet.
So what's that one that's next to your water butt then?
Your water butt?
Oh, looked like you had an air source. I sat there.
No, that one. You got that one that runs the house.
Ah,
That runs the house. Yeah. Pond's full of PP at the minute, so I ain't going in there.
It might sort you out like Chris. You'll come back looking sand.
Yeah.
I have actually fallen in it before. I tripped over a shoelace in the garden. It wasn't clever.
Was you like all down one side?
No, I was like, do you know when you start something that you really shouldn't start? It was our 15th wedding anniversary, and I had a real expensive meal booked, and I had a fish flashing like mad, and I was like, right, the best thing to do with this, because I don't want it to be on my mind while we're out, is I'll PP dip it. So I was frantically rushing around when I really just shouldn't have even started it. And I've got a ball on the side of the pond. Obviously, the side of my pond is like ankle height on the last one. I tripped off my shoelace and fell in it, and it was up to both my elbows. And I had to go in this fancy restaurant with the brownest arms you've ever seen. And I came in and said, Nick, I've had such a disaster. What gets PP off? Obviously, she was at the vets, and she was like, absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Even bleach, mate. I've tried bleach. It takes forever to come off, doesn't it?
Even inside, saying surgical spirit removes PP stains. Or
yeah, well, I was trying 60 grit sandpaper, and that didn't work either.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. To be fair, though, we went out into town, had a nice meal, and was both laughing about it. Although that I was like, the majority of the night, I went and changed into a long sleeve shirt and had my arms underneath the table.
You should have got in a bowl of hydrogen peroxide. That would have sorted it out.
Oh, mate.
If Sean's watching, you're braver than I am, mate. That was cold. Oh, bless you. And he kept flashing his sliders on. He threw me his sliders out and said, they're keeping me up in the water. Bless him. But He's a hero. Definitely is. God bless you, Phil.
Jigsy says, Aaron.
Yeah, I've just read it. Dear God.
You should have said you worked on a farm and it was lambing season. All right, Lorraine saying, my daughter used to PP her feet. Surgical risk removes where it's purple. If it's black, that's infection. So with that, does that mean that the PP is eating it? Am I reading that right?
Daughter uses
Lee's
PP.
Mrs. PP's a feed, doesn't it?
Who's Mrs. PP's her feet?
Lee's missus.
Lee Hadfield's Mrs. PP's a feed.
Why? Why
I'm
would
sure
you
he
put
mentioned
them?
it on one of his videos, unless he was winding people up.
No, I think I've heard it, Craig.
Yeah.
I think it's an actual thing. I think, do you know, I'm not even going to go into it.
Come on, you've started, now you've got to finish.
No, you started it.
No,
I ain't
come
going
on.
into that.
Come on, Magnuson. I've started, so I shall finish.
I'm not finishing that. Craig started it. He said Lee's missus was it. There we go.
No, I'm sure he said on one of his videos that your PP's a feed.
It's right. Lorraine's explaining it kills athlete's foot, and athlete's foot is a fungal infection, if I'm not wrong. So if you've got a fungal infection on your feet, grab some PP.
Yeah.
Stick to the dosage on the packet.
I think you're going to have to treat that as a dip, though, not as a pond.
Till it goes brown. Now that's a new one to me. I used to fucking hate PTIs, but Andrew's saying soaking your feet in PP hardens them up. When my dad was PTI, he used to do it. I used to hate PTIs, my regiment. Strutted around like they were fucking God's gift. You know the ones, they storm around and you look at them instantly and all they think about is food and exercise. That's it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh, that, and they were fucking hard on a beasting and all. Well, it's been a fucking emotional one tonight.
Man, I'm glad you've got started.
Vince, you deserve it, man, I told you.
Yeah.
100%.
You keep the community together, and if the community can give you something back, then happy days.
You
I
give
would, before I start blubbing again. Hang on, doctor said I had athlete's foot. I said best give me something for it because I'm a lazy bastard. I love this shit. And on that note, I would like to say a massive thank you to everyone that donated this evening and everyone that comes along every Saturday night and during my videos, etc., etc. It means the world to me. Thank you all very, very, very much. So from my man Scrag, from Scrag68,
Yeah,
Rocket Boy from Rocket Boy,
all the support you've given to Vince, really appreciate it, yeah.
Yeah.
and from Rocket Boy Koi.
Blast off.
What did you just say, Master?
No, he said blast off.
Stop.
was like,
Did he say Rasta? Oh my word!
was-
You want my
I was like,
fucking hearing
wow.
aid? Oh.
I thought Rocky Boy was pulling a Rastafari on me. Jeez, man.
Chris from Brand Family Koi Adventures. Here, I got it that one. That's it. I've been practicing. Aaron from Humber Koi. I've been Twisted Koi. You lot out there, you are always great. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And we will see you, no doubt, tomorrow with a video. Have the rest of a good weekend. And we will catch you next time, guys. Thank you very much.
Well done,
Good
guys.
night.
See you later.
I'll bet you similar to
I think it's still live.
We still are, Vincent.
I know, I'm trying. I'm hitting the button, but it's not doing anything.